We're recording. Ooh. It's been such a long time since I've made a video. Have I forgotten how? Shh. Whatever you are, shut up. No, seriously, you're distracting me. Shut up. What are you? That is a very loud vacuum. It's distracting. I don't even know where it's coming from, but it's loud. Anyway, on to the video. Hello everyone, and welcome back to YouVoluntear. Of course, this is Fun Facts Week, and I'm bringing you some fun facts. I don't know. So recently it stopped. So recently I've noticed that I have been using phrases that are kind of old-fashioned, like, oh, I haven't seen that in eons, or a coon's age, and it got me thinking about some of the things that we say and why we say them, where they come from. So today I'm going to be sharing 5 fun old-fashioned slang saying things that I have discovered on the internet. Number 1. Saved by the bell. We've all used this term as a reference to being saved from something unwanted, like, oh, saved by the bell, gotta go, bye. But it originated from the fear of being buried alive. Oftentimes, if you had this fear of being buried alive, you would have it set up so that when you were buried in your coffin, you would have a hole still drilled up to the surface, and they would hang a bell on your tombstone, and there would be a string or a rope underneath, so that if you were accidentally buried alive, you could pull on the rope, and the people who guarded the graveyards at night, the watchmen or whatever, if they could hear you ringing the bell, they would dig you up. Number 2, spill the beans. What does this mean when you say spill the beans? Oftentimes we refer to it as revealing a secret. The term originates from ancient Greece, where they would use a voting system where you would have a black bean and a white bean, and they would determine whether or not a candidate was good or not, you would put, so if you would like this certain candidate, you would put one of your white beans in their little container, and if you don't agree with their nomination or whatever, you put a black bean. Sometimes people got either devious or just plain old klutzy, and they would accidentally spill over the container, and everyone would be able to see what kind of beans they got. Oops. So they would reveal an otherwise anonymous voting thing. Number 3, bite the bullet. You would use this term to say, you're gonna do something even though you don't want to do it, but you have to do it, so you're gonna bite the bullet and do it. The term comes from being injured in battle, and they would have doctors come in, army doctors, like they're soldiers too, and they would have to perform emergency surgery or whatever procedure on you, and they didn't have time to deal with anesthetic, and so oftentimes they would give the patient a bullet to bite on to take their mind off the pain, or just you bite the bullet. Something has to be done that you don't want done, but it has to be done anyway. I'm really good at explaining things, aren't I? Number 4 is cold turkey. I found this very interesting because I often wondered where this phrase came from. When you were talking about quitting something, you say, oh, I'm gonna quit cold turkey, meaning I'm gonna stop right now. Stop, no more. During withdrawal, drug addicts would, their skin would become translucent, and they would become harder to touch, and sometimes you get goosebumps, because you're shivering and you're going, ugh, or whatever, and so your skin would look like a freshly plucked turkey. And freshly plucked turkeys are kind of cold because they're dead, so that's where the term cold turkey comes from. Number 5, rub the wrong way. When you refer to someone that's oh, it just rubbed me the wrong way, man. Really irritated, I'm agitated, I'm mad, no. That's what that means. That term comes from colonial America, where every week servants would dry rub and wet rub the oak floors of colonial houses, and if they would go against the grain, it would leave like a streaky kind of mark like on the wood floors, which would irritate the owners. So if you rubbed the floor the wrong way, you would get some irritation out of someone. So don't rub the wrong way. Go with the grain, not against the grain. Wax on, wax off. So those are my 5 phrases and sayings that I discovered and found out where they came from. And I encourage you, if you find like a phrase and you don't know what it means, to look it up, because sometimes it's interesting and we don't know why we say the things we say until we say them and we're like, what? I don't even know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. We make videos every single day until we don't, which who knows when that will stop, because we've been doing this for like 18 months now. It's a long time. We're like toddlers. This is the part where the end screen comes up.